Stalker is a difficult film to discuss. It's obtuse, poetic, and complex, a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. It follows three men as they journey to the Zone, a mysterious, supernatural area that is said to contain a room that will grant your innermost wish.
Слышите? Это наш поезд.
The first thing you might notice when you're watching Stalker is the absence of music. Out of Stalker's 160-minute runtime, only 17 minutes of the film contain music, with the first track appearing at around the 45-minute mark. In fact, Tarkovsky goes as far to state in his book Sculpting in Time that I don't believe films need music at all. However, Stalker never feels lacking.
Но все равно эта позиция его отношения к музыке в кино, в его кино, именно его кино. Он мне первый сказал, что ему композитор как таковой вообще не нужен. Ему нужен композиторское ухо и мастерство владения звуком, чтобы соединять, делать музыку шумов. Сначала он удивился, и так постепенно вот мы выработали язык. То есть окружающий природный мир, я как бы такую риторическую музыку конкретную, сделать с помощью оркестра, какие-то кластеры возникающие, почти неслышные. Иногда бывают какие-то наплывы, но зритель на них не обращает внимания, потому что как бы в контексте воспринимает их. Но они стали работать. Что мне не нужно музыка в чистом виде, еще он говорил, просто как развитие темы. Там, да, еще интересная фраза говорил, что там, где не хватает мне никаких средств, которыми владею в кино, тогда я там включаю музыку. Но так как он как бы обходился, поэтому ему композитор нужен был только как организатор шумов.
Tarkovsky felt that accurately recorded sound adds nothing to the image system of cinema, for it still has no aesthetic content, which is why he liked this scene from Ingmar Bergman's Winter Light. Because the sound isn't accurate to reality, it's expressive. We can't hear the rustling of clothes or the dialogue spoken on the bank. Only the sound of the stream is audible. But it doesn't matter because it forms part of the inner world that Bergman desired. It forms its own reality. Stalker's sound design is similarly expressive. Outside the zone, it's industrial, cacophonous, and oppressive. But at the same time, it's rhythmic, hypnotic, almost musical. However, this all changes as the group begin to enter the zone. Listen to the way in which the sound transforms, and how we're subtly pulled into both the inner world of these characters and the zone. We don't need to be told or shown what the zone is. We hear it first. Unlike the harsh, claustrophobic outer world, the zone is intensely silent.
Тихо как. Это самое тихое место на свете.
Yet, it's just as claustrophobic. We can see we are in a familiar, natural environment of meadows and trees, with a river in the distance, but the absence of sound creates an unsettling, otherworldly feel.
Это что еще такое?
Furthermore, the line between diegetic and non-diegetic sound continues to be blurred. Occasionally we'll hear wind blowing, but see no visual reference. Experience two locations simultaneously. Or something like this will happen. It's almost as if the zone takes on the role of an unreliable narrator. We're never sure if what we're seeing or hearing is real, and this conflict continues until the very end of the film. Tarkovsky teaches us that in the zone, reality is constantly in flux. As such, the sound design had to convey the fact that reality is conditional, and at the same time, accurately reproduce precise states of mind, the sounds of a person's interior world. Like a poetic refrain, images from the outer world seep into the zone. A light bulb blowing out, a syringe moved from a bedside table to murky waters, or the sound of water over imagery of fire. Sound, of course, is also used like a refrain. Used this way, music does more than intensify the impression of the visual image by providing a parallel illustration of the same idea. It opens up the possibility of a new, transfigured impression of the same material, something different in kind. Plunging into the musical element which the refrain brings into being, we return again and again to the emotions the film has given us, with our experience deepened each time by new impressions. The sound of a train returns to us again, guiding us back to the outer world. With our experience in the zone, has its meaning changed? Have the emotions and ideas associated with this sound evolved, or do they simply remain the same? Much like the nature of the group's journey to the zone, this can only be known to the individual. There's an ebb and flow to Stalker, oscillating from life outside the zone to the zone itself and back out again. Not only do we swap from sepia to color and back again, we return to the sounds of the outer world. Again, we hear the whistle of a train calling us, just as it called the Stalker in the beginning. The difference, however, is that we've brought a piece of the zone with us.